I want to kind of review a little bit about
Yes.
what it is that we're really doing at the workshop. Ordinarily, we think of education as something that's teacher-directed, something like a curriculum and helping children learn, which is all right in terms of accomplishing certain superficial results, helping children learn to read, and in a special education context, helping them to stand up and to walk and to talk and to accomplish all they possibly can. The problem with conventional education is that there is a limit to how much children can achieve because of unconscious obstacles in the thinking of teachers and parents and adults about children. So I think of when I think of the particular unique value of the workshop and true natural Montessori teaching, which I'm representing, I think of it as a context of commitment to laws of nature, which are beyond those limitations of context, beyond the limitations of context of culture and personality.
That's right.
Following laws of nature is so abstract. People want to do that. They want to do that because in everybody's heart there's a sense that we are more than our physical bodies, we're more than our behavior. That who we are comes from an unknown source that guides and leads the perfection of nature, that teacher within the child. I think a lot of people believe that. The problem is, and that certainly was the work of Maria Montessori, she started working with special needs children. She applied the idea of observing children rather than teaching them.
Yes.
And observing them with freedom in an environment where they could choose from among a range of self-directing materials. And in this context, this experimental context of observing with freedom in a prepared environment, she discovered the child's true nature way back a long time ago in 1907. And she discovered the effects of the child's true nature, allowing the child's true nature to emerge. And what did she find? She found qualities of perfect order and harmony with the environment. She found children who were spontaneously self-disciplined, who were eager to learn. This came from within themselves. This wasn't forced from the motivation or the stimulation of adults. It came from the teacher within the child. Trying to bring about these wonderful results, which would be earth-shaking and revolutionary in their impact in the world, because it would be an end to violence. It would be an end to all temporary structures that control, because how we are as adults is how we are treated as children. And if we could create an environment where children could return to this true nature, imagine what kind of a world we would have.
Fantastic.
Where now people envision this possibility, but in order to create it, in order to allow it to happen, we have to create a particular type of environment. This environment, the way I've discovered it, what I call true natural Montessori teaching, is a commitment to laws of nature. It's a psychic condition. It's a condition that we create inside ourselves, a way of being. We're not perfect, so we need to apply approximations. We need to have something to guide us in following laws of nature.
Definitely.
And that's always been missing from Dr. Montessori's work. Her original discovery was a genuine discovery of this truth of our nature. But how to bring it about, that's the problem. And her understanding was incomplete. Even though she wrote books about it, she stimulated a lot of people in getting involved in trying to observe children free in a prepared environment. There were limitations that she was not aware of. And so what's happened is distortions have emerged. And the emergence of those distortions have resulted in limitations of how people observe. And so what we have is a conventional type of Montessori teaching which has become widespread and popular. 1979, when I started the International Montessori Society, I discovered what it was that Dr. Montessori was doing to bring about the child's true nature. Putting it into words has been my life's work since then.
Yes.
And finding that it was very difficult to do that. And so the workshops are a way to communicate this experience, this possibility of being that allows the child's true nature to emerge, But something even more valuable and more exciting is in 2003 I discovered a technology for following laws of nature. So there are things to do, there are ways to do them, and there are words that we can attach to these ways of doing things. A body of knowledge, which we presented, and you're becoming familiar with, a set of techniques, protocols, lesson presentations, and safe words, all using this knowledge to control the environment, not the child. Viewing the as you know, viewing the child as an unknown entity, a spiritual being with its own perfect inner guidance, and the environment around an individual child consisting of other children, physical objects, and the adult personality. And we spoke a lot about the idea of control the environment by removing the detrimental influences from around the child. That's all Montessori teaching is doing. And if it continues removing those detrimental influences, you bring about a context that allows the child's true nature to emerge. The problem, the main problem, as you know, is controlling or removing the detrimental influences from our own personality. So we spent a lot of time on the workshop, as you know, on discovering our own true nature and realizing that who we are, or this way of being that we can create, called being, what I call in words, being committed to laws of nature, is not our personality.